I joined PMA's Mastermind program because I had recently transitioned out of a previous job. I've been in nonprofit for about 5 years now and was just taking some time to really figure out what my next career steps, what I wanted it to be, where I really wanted to focus in on. At that point, I had just been moving super fast. So being able to take a step back and really figure out what do I want to do next was really what prompted me to want to start to do the PMA Mastermind class, and I have just been able to gain so much from the class. So that's really was the reason behind my desire to begin the class. First, I would say that roadmap in regards to my career. Again, I knew that I wanted to stay in nonprofit and continue my nonprofit career, but I just didn't know what were the additional avenues, what was available out there for me. So, with this class and coming into it, I knew that that was something that I really wanted to be able to take away at the end of the program. So, I gained that roadmap every week, having having the homework and having the sessions and knowing that I was going to be accountable the following week to actually talk about those sessions. It provided me that roadmap, but also provided me with that accountability. It also gave me the tools to be able to get to where I wanted to go. I want to say that the personal case for support was one of those things that really stuck out to me. It was immediately just holding myself accountable to where I wanted to be, to defining that goal. And then beyond that, also being able to expand my professional network was very important to me while I was within the program. And so there was a great diversity of different nonprofit leaders at different stages in their career, at different positions. I was probably one of the more junior individuals, which was great. So I was able to learn from other leaders within the program. But you also had consultants, you had executive directors, you had presidents that were part of the program. So I was able to gain not just the roadmap and the tools, but also in addition to that, the professional network to be able to expand and help to, I can connect with someone to say, "Hey, can you make this connection for me?" So that was really what I gained from the program. What I liked best was kind of hard, but I feel like it's two sides of the same coin. The relationships that I was able to gain, again, expanding my professional network, and then also those practical tools that, I have this vision, but how do I get there? So I really enjoyed those tools. I'm a very practical person. You could have the vision, but what are the tools? What do I have in my toolbox to be able to get me there? So that was really, I would say, the tools that I gained within the program, and then also those relationships that I was able to gain while I was during doing the mastermind class. I really enjoyed the virtual nature. Again, it was a lot of flexibility, so that was always amazing. The program being virtual allowed me to connect with individuals I probably would never come across. So, had a professional that was in Florida, a professional that was in Texas. So, being able to connect with them on that aspect, the overall feel, even though it was virtual, it all still felt very intimate. It felt like a very safe space. So, though it was virtual and you had those benefits of the flexibility and meeting different people in different areas of the country, you also still had that feel where this still felt like a safe space where we could share and the time was still honored. The hot seat part of the program, it sounds scarier than it is. So the hot seat, it sounds, oh my gosh, what is this hot seat? But I would say that the hot seat is really this time for whatever issue that we had in front of us, right? That was within that professional aspect. It created this safe space where you're able to just unfiltered, share what's going on, and to be able to gain insight, to be able to gain reflection, or even sometimes just to be able to have someone else say, "Yes, I've experienced that as well," right? And so I think that what was so amazing about the cohort is that you are able to connect with different individuals, again from different areas of their career, from different perspectives, and just say, "Hey, here's what I'm dealing with. Here is the issue that I have at hand." For me, during the time that I was a part of the mastermind program, I was actually also job searching. And so being able to have, leaders and veterans that I could say, "Hey, I have this interview coming up. What are some of the follow-up questions I should be asking? What are some of these things that I should be asking?" So that you're able to gain in that hot seat, just again, this safe space where you can just be completely vulnerable, know that it's going to be honored, that you're going to be heard, and just be able to gain some additional insight and information. Yeah, I think any leader that is looking to hone in their skills, that is looking to expand their professional network, and who is looking for that dedicated time to be able to hone in on what they want to do next, right? So that roadmap for your long-term or short-term career goals. Excuse me. I think that anyone in nonprofit, probably also in for-profit, can also gain from like the information and then also just the relationships that you're able to build within the program. One of the relationships that I was able to, one of the colleagues I was able to connect with, was able to refer me for the current job that I started in early June. So that has been an amazing testament to just the power of the network, and then also just, the cohort and the individuals that you're able to meet. So for me, I got a job really out of the program because I was able to connect with someone. We started meeting in person. We still, me and this person, we still connect now. We met up a couple weeks ago for coffee. She's been in someone who's like that I would probably consider a mentor. So she's been in the nonprofit space for much longer than I have. So like for me, what I was able to gain from the program are those relationships, which proved to be incredibly valuable as I continue my career. There are a couple of like my go-to books for just professional development and leadership. One of the books that I always love and will recommend to other individuals is called Lead for God's Sake. It's, just caring, talking about how to be a caring leader. But yeah, Radical Candor is one of my favorite books, talking about how to give and receive feedback so that like as a team we're able to work better together.